So Missouri's headed toward the football to break the seal on this 2027 season. And he takes this from inside the 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. Redemption might be on their mind as they took a whipping the last time these two squared off.
They sure did, Reese, and their best players made a lot of mistakes the last time out, especially on offense. David, it's really important in this one. The stars have to play like stars. They got to stat it up, and they got to start fast.
Yeah, and they got to remember what happened. They got to remember the celebration, the on-field antics, the social media, all of it that came with it. The embarrassment of last time. So, yes, your big players, they got to play big, especially in these rivalry games. You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge game? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
I wonder how much fun this is for him. The head coach trying to take down the old alma mater across the way.
Yeah, I think these are always mixed emotions and how you feel about this, playing your old squad. Like, it's something about it, I'm sure, that's nostalgic, and all the memories probably come flooding back. But there's also a competitive element, Palmer, that you want to beat this squad. Like, this is the next team in your way for you accomplishing your goals and dreams.
Yeah, he's probably experiencing the emotional spectrum coming into this game, but make no mistake about it, he has to separate himself from his past allegiances and understand he's the home team. He wants this crowd to get in this football game. You know, he just gave a rousing speech to his guys in the locker room before taking the field. He wants to win this game versus his alma mater.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
I'm not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block better. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. He's got it on the right. He's down right there. Short gain on the grab.
Such a great job by the defense winning on early downs. What does that mean? Now it means 3rd and long. 3rd and long, now I go to dime packages, to nickel packages. I'm taking linebackers off the field and bringing on DBs to really cover more guys and have more speed on the field.
3rd and long, a lot of ground to cover. Making the adjustment on the play. Back to pass, it's Boley. Rush is on. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. They bring the punter onto the field now. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep. Nice job to make the fair catch at the 16. Make sure that ball didn't bounce into the coffin corner. The Tigers offense takes the field for the first time in this game. Jamal Roberts. This guy's seen just about everything in his career, a veteran presence that they believe is going to be a force in this offense.
And talking to coaches coming into this game, man, it was all about the running back spot and just having the senior leadership at that spot. A dude that's got experience, playmaking. They said when he talks, everyone in the huddle listens. So I know this offense is going to give him the football early and often. And Palmer, they're going to count on him in all the big moments.
And you don't see a lot of running backs drafted in the 1st round like we used to see, David. But this guy has a chance to be that guy in the next NFL draft. He could be a 1st rounder. He's got the vision. He's got the burst. He can make people miss. He's got speed, can catch the ball, can block, and do all those things. And he is so excited to remind everybody just how good he is today.
I'm not sure he knew he had the face mask there, tried to let it go in time, but couldn't. It's a penalty on the defense. 1st and 10 after the defense was hit with that personal foul penalty. Quick give. It's Roberts. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. Guys, let's talk here for just a second about Missouri. You start the season top 25. Clearly expectations are flying your way, but with that might come some roadblocks.
Well, I think you got to take every week and every opponent one at a time. The number beside your name doesn't matter right now. The number matters late in the season. So you want to start the season fast. You want to be gelling on offense and on defense. I think that's the challenge early here.
Absolutely. Figuring out who you are. Obviously some talented pieces, well thought thought of in the top 25, but a lot of season to go out and prove it. Day one, game one. Make that first impression.
This defense will try to force a 4th down on 3rd and short from the 45. Outside the pocket, lets it go. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there. Missouri will have to send out the punt team. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Guys, this offense coming back out onto the field. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
Whistle sounds, but they get the timeout called just before the delay of game. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. There he goes. He's brought down, stopped right at the 50-yard line.
Man, coaches talked about they want to get this running back involved early and often and create some momentum, and this is a great way to do it. Early in this football game, ripping off an explosive run, get the juices going, and I bet you he's going to get a few more touches today.
Now they'll try to cash in this drive, 1st and 10 from the 50. He'll try the left side. You guys have both played in rivalry games, so what did you do to keep yourself locked in during that week of preparation, David?
Well, you try to keep your emotions in check, but it's really, really hard to do because a lot of times the hatred is so strong, the emotions are so real. The coaches get super tight, and they start talking about things, Jesse, so you don't just treat it as another game.
No, it's hard to handle the anxiety leading up to those games, not just because of what it means to your season, but because of what the fans are saying, what your coaches are saying, what your family and friends are saying, understanding how important those rivalries are.
They need a huge play on 3rd and long. Scanning the field, it's Boley. Right down the middle. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down.
Every defense in the country. Getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
Punt is in the air. Fair catch is made, and they'll mark it at the 19. Here come the Missouri Tigers, the offense ready to go to work. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
Long way to go on 2nd down. He'll set up to throw. Oh, pressure's coming. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
This is why everybody grows up and wants to be an offensive coordinator and not a defensive coordinator, because he can do that. He drops back, he's supposed to pass, but you know what? I'll just scramble around, and I'll just go get plenty of yards and pick them up and put them down, and I'm faster than most of your other guys, too, so good luck stopping him.
Let's talk a little bit about Missouri. The portal can work wonders if you have specific holes to fill. Breathe a little new life and energy into the program. David, these guys went in there, got a nice little haul that really could set them up for success this season.
They did, and they didn't go bonkers and go crazy, Jesse. I like how they just saw a couple guys that they thought fit their system, fit their culture, and now they're bringing them in so they can rise the tide of this team.
Yeah, this feels like a curated roster, right? They only had a few holes that they had to fill up, but they went out, they put their effort into finding the right guy. They feel like they've upgraded their roster with just a few portal additions.
He was grabbing for anything he could get a hold of and wound up with a fistful of face masks, and it'll cost him 15. 3 yards, first down for the offense after that penalty. The give on the counter. Nowhere to go.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
Back to pass on second down. Fires to the big fella. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on second down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks at a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a third down.
A lot of things have gone right for this offense, but I think this quarterback right now is playing with a little too much confidence. He held the football way too long that time in the pocket, and he ended up taking a hit, which forced the incompletion. He's got to keep playing fast. The ball has got to get out quickly.
It doesn't always have to be pretty, and that one wasn't, but somehow he hooked it just into that left corner. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0. Bringing it out. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. From the gun. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30. That's it for the period, and Missouri has the lead. We put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. So first down here as they go back to work.
Hey, take it. 2290 Mountain. 2290 Mountain. Down, ready, go.
Straight ahead, it's Jones. Finds enough room to get 3 out to the 34.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Might as well run him again. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense. 3rd and 3. Looking for a man. It's Bowling. Unloads to the wideout. And it's incomplete on 3rd down.
It's amazing to think just how confident this offense was coming into this game. They thought they were going to go up and down the field throwing the football in this one. That has not been the case. They have not yet scored a touchdown in this one. They just threw an incompletion on 3rd down now, looking like they may have to punt. This offense has got to find their rhythm, but you've got to wonder about their confidence at this point of the game.
The coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David. They just got to be able to dial those plays up. Guys have to be able to make them one-on-one to make life easier on this kicker who is so important to this team.
At midfield, he's got room. Breaks into the open. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you've got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field, what a big gain for the offense.
And he's dragged down. They'll mark it at the 19. Into the red zone. It'll be first down. Mizzou coming out with a fresh set of downs. Motion from the wide receiver. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Finds his big tight end. Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes. Only a pickup of a couple.
I like this tight end. He does a really nice job on his route running. He's been beating man coverage. He can find the soft spots and zones. You got to get him involved.
Motion from the back. Selling the fake. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions, from go to 1 to 2, and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you could tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
Another incompletion on third down. After the incomplete pass, there is a player down on the field. Trainers are out there having a look at this freshman defensive tackle to see if he is going to be able to continue. He'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. And he'll try this one from the left hash and 33 yards away. Splits the uprights. Good. The lead now 6 here in the second.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Now this offense is back on the field. They are searching for any type of answer they can find, down 6-0. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. And off to Jones. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Personal foul.
You might get away with grabbing just about anything except the face mask. Got to keep those hands below the face mask.
Here we go. Ready. 134. Check, check, check. 1832. Soldier. Booster, booster. Go, go.
Drops back. It's Spoley. Quick completion on the out. Makes the grab. Down immediately. He picks up a few.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all off season long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
Last completion picked up a couple. Here comes 2nd and 8.
Ready, go.
The snap sets up to throw. Got it in the middle. It's Wade. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better third down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to third down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards that were there.
They convert on third down as he gets it to the 46-yard line.
And that's what this offense needs, man. They need to do this, but they need to put several together. Back-to-back punts on their last 2 possessions. A lot of times that can wear your defense out, right? Playing so many snaps. This offense just keep being focused, executing on 3rd down, putting some drives together. Next thing you know, you'll look up and you'll have points on the scoreboard.
That's the one danger defensively when you want to play zone coverage, because you leave a lot of windows and pockets out on the field. And if the offense and quarterback find one, they could hurt you. And you saw it right there on the crossing.
And off to Jones. Oh, he's got some space. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far, but starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10. Quarterback changing the play. Moves the pocket. It's Boley. Fires toward the end zone. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
And what a great job by the defense that time. Cover 1, man coverage. And did you see how everybody was impressed? When you press receivers, you disrupt their timing. You get your hands on them at the line of scrimmage. You jam them. And it completely disrupts the quarterback and his thought process. And that time, that was a big reason that ball got INT'd.
He gets across the 25, steered out of bounds at the 26. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. And the Tigers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. He's looking to throw. Fires to the right. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach. Facing a 3rd down and short from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. He did everything he could to find enough running room, but he'll be stopped about 3 yards short of the 1st down marker. It's 4th down. So Missouri will have to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Searching for space. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. And let's see what kind of ball plays this offense has ready. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
And winning 1st downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on 1st down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
Not so fast. You think it's going to be automatic, 2nd and short. They're just going to turn around and hand it off. But how about the penetration up front defensively, shutting that play down?
Yeah, and if your defense wants to be aggressive, well, that's fine. 3rd and short, I still got 4th down as well. So don't be afraid to be aggressive on those and play action, because defense a lot of times really expects run, and it can take some big shots and man coverage down the field.
Timeout taken by the offense. It's their 2nd. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this 1st half. The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. Looking downfield, it's Boley. Look out! Takes a hit as he fires. That's reeled in. It's Wade. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Snap on first down, wants to throw. Under pressure. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. And they get the takeaway and prevent points from going up just before the end of the half. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half.
Here we go. Ready. Black 14. Let's go.
Wants to throw on first. He lobs one high down the left side. He can haul it in. Incomplete. They took a shot, but that's how we'll wrap up the half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. Just about set to get this second half underway. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. Trying to set the tone on the ground in the second half. Quick step and go. Gets away from... Oh, my goodness, he's still moving. And there they go again. Another huge gain on the ground. Missouri wants to go fast.
The defense has got to be more physical up front. Don't let them have those running lanes, those holes to break off a nice run, get a first down. And here's the thing, you better reload quick because they're right back on the line to call another play.
He's now up to 95 yards rushing, and he goes over the century mark in this season opener.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time?
Gashes the heart of the knee. Touchdown, Missouri! Great job by the back on the option.
And the defenses have dominated this football game until now. Finally, the big explosive play comes, and it comes through the running back. Nice job blocking up front. He finally got a hole, Palmer, that he could run through, and he does the rest.
Yeah, the defense had been playing so well up to that point, but not everybody in their gap, not everybody taking the right angles, and he was able to take advantage of it. It's been a rare mental breakdown for this defense. And they take the field, they got to lock back in because obviously this game is still close.
And the offense takes over to dip into its bag of ball plays. So this second half didn't exactly start the way they had hoped on defense, and now the offense will try to answer with a score of its own. He's changing the play. To the air, it's Bowling. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
Oh, that's a missed opportunity. You know the quarterback was excited. He saw man coverage. He thought he was going to have an opportunity to come up with a big play, but up front they could not protect him well enough.
Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
I like the idea on offense. You want to get this guy the football in as many ways as possible. So you throw him the screen quickly to see if he can make somebody miss. It doesn't work there, but that should not be the last time you run that play.
If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers and he couldn't hold on. And here comes the punt team. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Well, what that punt lacked in height, it made up for by being short. Let's go down to the sideline and Holly Rowe.
Reporting from the Missouri sideline, there is so much energy down here on the sideline. This running back has been on fire. They expected a big performance from him today, and he has delivered, just going over 100 yards already in this game. I expect them to continue to feed him the ball. I'll keep you posted from down here on the sidelines. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
After the 4-yard completion on first down, now it's 2nd and 6. Wants to pass. Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete. Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. They get to him as he throws. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
No good. After the missed field goal, this lead still sitting at 13.
Hey, sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Hands it off. Pickup of 8. It's now 2nd and 2.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. To the back. He's stopped.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
Wow, this offense is just stuck in the mud. They've already punted 4 times, and it's 3rd down now. Dropping back, it's Bowling. Right side, it's Simmons. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down.
Well, after allowing a touchdown on the last drive, this offense has to be able to answer. And getting that 3rd down here on the 3rd play of this drive is a good step toward doing that. Nice job by the QB, good rhythm. This offense now has got it going. They need to pay this thing off, but that was a big one, no question.
They'll run it. Hit and drop behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
Really nice penetration by this defense, getting in there immediately, causing the running back to have to go a direction he doesn't want to go. And this defense has started the game so good. Several drives, no points allowed, and setting the tone on this drive.
Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. From the gun. Fires to the wideout. And the timing just a hair off. Third and long coming up. Quarterback signaling to his guys. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Stepping to the right. Trying to make magic with his feet. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. A famous writer once said most men lead lives of quiet desperation. Here is a desperate move. Going for it on 4th down, trailing by double figures. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. The decision to go for it does not pan out.
Here we go. Ready, go.
Looking for space. It's Roberts. Got 6 yards on the play. 2nd and 4 coming.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
Rides to the back. Taken down.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front 7 tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
Runs through a tackle. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. Missouri will have to send out the punt team. No return possible on this one. It goes out of bounds, and they'll mark it right around the 30-yard line. So, guys, we'll get another look at this offense. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
Out wide right, it's Sims. Makes a grab and room to run. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line. New set of downs after the completion. Trying to establish the run. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling.
A lot of times with these RPOs, you see linebackers so slow, they don't want to mess up. Not on this one. Watch the defense attack downhill, go get the running back, get a tackle for a loss.
2nd and long here. Making the adjustment. Sets his feet. It's Boley. That's caught. It's Gilbert. He's close to the 1st down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Moving out to the right. He steps out of bounds, and that'll be the end of quarter number 3. One final period to play, and we'll see who can grab that W as we start the 4th. So 1st down will open up the final period. Hits inside, it's Jones.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. They give it back to him. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
They'll run it. Picked up maybe a yard. It's down at the 16.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
Right side, it's Wade. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Trying to squeak through the pile. And he barrels into the end zone for a touchdown. Old Uncle Mo has changed sidelines.
Look out, brother. Here's what happens, right? Something happens, get you close in the ball game. The defense needs to come out here, get a stop, get that ball back to the offense. Oh, Uncle Mo on your side.
And the extra point splits the uprights. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. That last score the defense allowed made it a one-possession game, and there is plenty of pressure to have a productive drive here. First down here as we dive into the college football season, a Week 1 clash that has been worth every minute of it so far. Tons of room in the middle. The 30. He's at the 20. To the house. Touchdown, Tigers.
And how nice is it to have a playmaker like that I can get the ball out of my hands right to him and say, all right, dude, you got jets, you can fly, catch the slant, make some people miss, outrun some angles, and get all the way to the end zone.
He's got the two-point conversion, and they build on that lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the tackle is made on the return, but a penalty flag has flown, and I think they may be backing it up a bit. When you're trying to protect the lead, you just simply cannot have a personal foul penalty at this stage in the game.
Right. So let's all. Ready, go.
Tells the play fake, wants to throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete.
And listen, as a quarterback, you're trying to find the matchup, trying to find who's open. I don't know if anybody was open, but that was not a greatly thrown football. I don't know if it was miscommunication, but the ball thrown out of bounds and just on to the next down.
Changing the routes with his receivers. Back to pass, it's Boley. Going to take a shot. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. This quarterback desperately wants to make a chunk play, but they're going to be deepest the deepest, widest the widest. He's got to be patient.
No doubt. Situational football is probably one of the most underrated, untalked about things, like understanding the situation. I have the lead. They have to take shots down the field. I'm going to play pass. I got to rush the passer. I got to keep him in the pocket. All those things come into play throughout this game.
Left side is Simmons. Got it across the 35 to the 36, but the defense knew that line to defend, and they force a fourth down. Looking for the marker. Not going to get there, and the decision to go for it on fourth down does not work. And send the tight end in motion. Sells the run, looking to pass. Makes a connection. Turning it on. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry. Get some emotion. Get some momentum on your side.
Offense making its way onto the field to start the drive. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it. They rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on third down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. To the air, it's Boley. Fires it incomplete.
And unfortunately, man, another incompletion. This offense is just running out of time. Like, they've just not put it together, trailing. I know they're in passing situations. With this defense, they don't have to be aggressive. They can sit back. Offensively, you got to put the gas to the floor. Got to make something happen fast.
He wants to go deep. And that is interception number 3 on the day. And the interception was enough. The return made it even better as he gets it down to the 48-yard line.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Fresh set of downs going up top. Out wide left, it's James.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for a quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Oh, the defense moved in there too quickly. You think it's never going to work until it does, and that'll be a first down. Defense couldn't quite hold its water, and it'll be 5 free yards for the O. Here comes the offense on first down. Tight end now in motion. Off play action on first down. Throws to the wideout. Soft spot in the middle. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
So the officials spy that face mask penalty, and the offense gets a first down. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. From the gun, it's Roberts. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. Offense trying to pay it off on 2nd and goal. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. Quick give. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers!
And this kind of performance has to give this team so much confidence. Week 1, you go on the road into a hostile environment, and you put the beat down like this. This coaching staff is going to be happy on the ride home.
And he added the extra point. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. So we'll see this offense make its way out to start the drive. Last drive ended with an interception, and they can't afford to have that happen again. Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. Dropping back, it's Boley. They're all over him. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat.
And, man, this offense just keeps trying to find something to go well. They're down so big. There's still time on the clock. Maybe they can put something together, but so far today, this has been ugly.
Pulls it in. It's Gilbert. No chance to run, but they still move it forward.
You got to like this defense, man. All game long, great job tackling the football. Like, you throw it on the perimeter, they're coming up. They're not giving the run after the catch of these receivers. A lot of times you see so much damage done after the catch. This defense has been dialed in, and the big play has been a non-issue.
And it's picked off for the 4th time today. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
Heat up them pass rushers, bring in them DBs. That's what I'm doing in this situation. When I got the lead by a couple scores late in the ball game in the 4th quarter, I'm going to rush the passer like crazy. I'm going to put all those DBs back playing the pass. That's what happened. Great job understanding.
Breaks a tackle, and he might go. The 20, the 10. And he glides into the end zone easily, but this one might be coming back. And oh, that one hurts to have the flag come out and take a touchdown off the board after that play. So it's now 1st and 20 after that holding call. Smart move to keep it on the ground. There he goes. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
Caught. He gets it down to the 40-yard line, but he's going to be a little bit short of the marker. It'll be 4th down. And they'll pat the kicker on the tail and tell him to go give it a shot. He's going to have to break out the thunderfoot on this one, a 57-yard attempt. No good. Well, they missed the field goal. That's about the only thing that hasn't gone their way in this one. They'll start this drive 60 yards in front of them from their own 40. From the gun, running back gets to give. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a first down. Oh, and here they go again. First down, you've seen this. They like to go fast.
Looking for a crease. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Tells the run, wants to pass. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. Now the offense wants to make sure everything's straightened out, and they call their first timeout. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's 2nd and long here. From the gun, the ground game. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. 3rd and long right here. Back to throw, it's Bowley. Looking to the big tight end. Big hit, knocks the ball away, and it'll force him into a 4th down.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything...
All right, let me jump in here. They are going to go for it on 4th down, and I'm not sure they have much choice in this situation. Needs it here on 4th down. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. As disappointing as this is, everything's still in front of this team. I mean, think back to 1983 Miami. Got blown out in the opener but won the national championship.
You're absolutely right, Reese. Lots to play for here. And there's no doubt when you watch this team, they've got the talent to get it done. They got to execute better. They got to iron out some of these mistakes we saw here on the field.